Right now, live at 5, Northland nurses pleas to parents as Minnesota's rising COVID cases creeps into schools. Plus,
see Bentleyville's brand new security system ahead of this year's event.
And Wisconsin's governor shuts down Republicans' plans to redraw the state's legislative maps.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Here's a live look at Bayfront Park, where crews are putting the final touches on Bentleyville's holiday light display. It opens on Saturday night and runs through the end of December. Good evening, I'm Briggs LaSavage. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. After vandalism and theft on the property in the past, Bentleyville organizers are taking a big step to stop a Grinch in their tracks. CBS3's Quinn Gorham visited Bentleyville today and shares how organizers are planning to keep it safe this year.
That's right. Downtown Computer, a IT firm here in Duluth, actually donated dozens of cameras to Bentleyville this year. You can see one of those behind me. They spent all day installing them here at Bentleyville. They're hoping these cameras can prevent thieves and vandals from doing damage to the holiday light show under cover of darkness. According to Bentleyville founder Nathan Bentley, the new system will allow them to keep tabs on every corner of Bentleyville this year. In the past, the winter celebration has had multiple instances of property being vandalized, stolen, or damaged, with 2019 being the most active year for property damage. The new system includes cameras in elevated locations, recorders, surveillance management systems, and other technologies that all will be able to be accessed remotely. Bentley hopes the new system can help deter property damage and theft and maintain the hard work that goes into putting on the annual event.
But when Nick contacted us and offered the system that he did, it was a true blessing to Bentleyville and the whole community to be preserving all the work of all the volunteers and everyone that puts everything into Bentleyville.
For Bentleyville, the best part is the system was donated so they didn't have to pay a dime. Now, that doesn't mean the system was cheap. Nick Mancini, the owner of Downtown Computer, says the entire system altogether costs between $10,000 to $20,000, but they say it's all worth it to keep the Tour of Lights safe.
So an alert would be sent out if something suspicious was going on. Meanwhile, the judge in Kyle Rittenhouse's murder trial banned a TV network from the courtroom today. Rittenhouse is accused of shooting 2 people to death during a protest in Kenosha last summer. The judge claimed an MSNBC employee tried to photograph jurors while following the jury bus. NBC says the man was a freelancer and he at no point attempted to contact or photograph any members of the jury. Authorities are still investigating that. The jury is in their 3rd day of deliberations, and the defense has asked for a mistrial. The man who fatally shot Ahmaud Arbery was back on the witness stand for a 2nd day today. Travis McMichael testified that he shot the unarmed black man because he felt he was forced to make a life-and-death decision. McMichael testified today that he saw Arbery as a threat when he began to run toward the pickup truck that McMichael and his father were driving. While on the stand, the prosecution questioned McMichael about that statement.
So you're telling this jury that a man who has spent 5 minutes running away from you, you're now thinking is somehow going to want to continue to engage with you, someone with a shotgun, and your father, a man who's just said, stop or I'll blow your head off, by trying to get in their truck?
Yes, ma'am.
Travis McMichael, his father Gregory McMichael, and their neighbor William Roddy Bryan Jr. are all facing 9 charges. They include murder and aggravated assault, and they have all pleaded not guilty. The COVID situation in Itasca County is growing more dire, with ICU beds completely filled and cases still rising. For the last few weeks, local hospitals have struggled to keep up with the number of COVID patients filling up their ICUs and finding other places to transfer them. The need for more intensive care accommodations has also led to much longer wait times for non-emergency patients. Kim Powell is a nurse at Big River Valley Hospital. She says in her 20 years, she's never left a shift feeling more unnerved.
We had 4 patients in-house, COVID patients. We were unable to transfer absolute ICU quality patients The physicians I was working with had worked for hours and hours and days to find beds, to secure transfer beds for these patients, as far as Green Bay, Wisconsin, who did not have an open bed.
Health officials are asking residents to keep all medical frontline workers in mind as they navigate through this recent spike. Wisconsin's governor has followed through on his promise to veto the Republican-drawn redistricting plans. Governor Tony Evers, a Democrat, called the maps, quote, gerrymandering 2.0. Evers said he would not sign the bills because he claims they strengthen GOP majorities under maps that Republicans enacted a decade ago. There are lawsuits pending in both the Wisconsin Supreme Court and federal court. Now that Evers has vetoed the maps, attention will turn to the courts, where the maps for the next decade will ultimately be decided. As temperatures drop, there's more help available for people struggling to heat their homes. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz took part in a call today discussing the additional $4.5 billion in energy assistance funding. The money comes from the American Rescue Plan. That's on top of the usual $3 to $4 billion provided each year. Walz says the state is partnering with utility companies and nonprofits to get the word out to people who need help. He says since October 1st, they've given out more than $32 million in assistance.
So the need is there. Prices are going up. Life and death situations on keeping people warm. And so new strategies were coming up.
You can apply for energy and rental assistance online or call 211 for help. Dave joins us now for a quick look at weather. Dave, a lot of people looking to turn up those thermostats soon.
And instead, today they went down a little bit. Normal high temperature this time of year around 35 degrees. As we take a look at today's highs, we will see that nobody in our region got there. 27, the best we could muster from Hibbing through Virginia to Ely and hooking back through Tower Sedan to Orr. 30 Big Fork, upper 20s Grand Rapids, low 30s Moose Lake, low 30s for much northern Wisconsin, including 33 in Superior, upper 20s to about 30 in the upper peninsula of Michigan. Temperature-wise, you know, we're going to be similar to this for the next couple of days, and then temperatures will cool down even more come Monday. Let's get a look at the upper Midwest situation here. What we're dealing with precip-wise tonight is still a chance for some lingering flurries from the tail end of that trough of lower pressure that's been taking its sweet time in getting through our area. So we get a few flurries tonight and then calmer conditions for Friday and for Saturday. Not really clear and sunny, but at least dry. Farther off to the west, so there's a full-fledged Alberta clipper coming our way for Sunday, which could bring a touch of snow. Clippers aren't famous for bringing huge amounts of snow, but it could be more than what we're getting with this flurry chance. Eyeing up the short-term forecast, tonight low temps will become a little bit brisk. Despite the clouds and the flurry chance, lows around the region could drop into the upper teens. Then tomorrow, also close to the normal, we'll go to 34 with a partly sunny sky. So a little bit nippy, perhaps, for the Christmas City of the North Parade tomorrow night, but that usually doesn't keep any people away. Sometimes when blizzards hit during the parade, the streets are still lined up. We'll talk more about what's following for the weekend forecast, of course, and the week beyond in a couple more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. There sure are some hardy Northlanders out there. Still to come on Live at 5 this holiday season, there's no better place to be than the Northland. We'll tell you all about the traditions that are back in full swing as we bring you around the Northland after the break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Just like gray hair, cataracts are a common side effect of aging. A cataract is the natural clouding of the lens inside the eye. At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, our board-certified ophthalmologists offer cataract surgery to help you see better longer. Our team will work with you to create a pleasant surgical experience and a great surgical result. Call now to learn more about cataract surgery and to schedule a cataract evaluation at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, Ace Hardware has everything you need to prepare for the changing seasons, from rakes for fall leaves to shovels and snowblowers for that first snowfall. Grilling season never ends here at Ace. We have a variety of high-quality grills and smokers, like Traeger and the Big Green Egg, which are perfect for your holiday ham or turkey. For household projects, you'll always find a wide selection of paint, tools, and everything else you need to get the job done. Locally owned Miners Ace Hardware, located in Superior, off the Bong Bridge, next to Super One Foods.
Welcome to a caring community of older adults living safely in the company of others. Welcome to Benedictine Living Community Duluth. Located on the beautiful campus of the St. Scholastica Monastery, Benedictine Living Community Duluth offers a full range of living options and care services to live a full and healthy life. We are proud of our mission to serve our older adults and their families. We are Benedictine. Visit us today. Benedictine Living Community Duluth. Living fully, living well.
Scott Diedrichson Construction has a lifetime of construction experience. We're the Northlands roofing experts. Hail damage, wind damage, get it fixed right with Scott Diedrichson Construction. New construction, full remodels. We're the local professionals, not subcontractors. Let us get your home Northland ready. Call for your quote today.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News live at 5. Here's a look at Cascade Park in downtown Duluth today. You can see some of those flurries we saw this morning coming down. Dave will have this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. The city of Hibbing is kicking off Thanksgiving week with pride, and Virginia is looking at a jam-packed weekend full of holiday festivities. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start off tonight here in the Twin Ports, where holiday enthusiasts can put their Christmas lights up to the test against the whole region. The 2021 Lighting Challenge, now in its 7th year, allows community members to vote on the best business and home lighting displays. Along with Duluth and Superior, this year's contest will also include Hermantown and Cloquet. Registration for the Lighting Challenge begins tomorrow, and the voting will begin on December 3rd. Next, we head up to the Iron Range for the return of a holiday tradition. The Hibbing community is kicking off Thanksgiving week with the Spirit of Unity Parade. This year, the route through historic downtown Hibbing will be a little different, beginning and ending at the Memorial Building. 18 different local businesses and organizations are participating, including the Hibbing Police Department, Hibbing Community College, and Midwest Communication. The Spirit of Unity Parade will take place on Monday at 6 o'clock. And we wrap up tonight in Virginia, Minnesota, where the community is on day 2 of a holiday celebration of their own. This year marks the 21st annual Festival of Trees, and tonight is the festival's family night, with the biggest events planned as we head into the weekend. Saturday will kick off with an exploration of visible light through the Webb Space Telescope and wrap up with a festive fireworks show. The festival's main attraction, the Winter Carnival, will be running all day Saturday and Sunday. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a group of Duluth leaders stepped up big time during this season of giving. Find out how after the break.
Well, the normal high this time of year is 36 degrees. No matter how you slice it, we didn't make it there at Duluth International Airport. Only 29 today. How will we do tomorrow? Well, I think we're eyeing up similar temperatures. No major warm-ups coming our way, just a minor little cool down perhaps for Monday. And in between, a chance for flurries tonight and some light snow on Sunday. Lots of things to talk about with the 7-day forecast coming up after the break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
At Hannah Johnson Fabrics, we put love, creativity, and talent into everything that we make. Check out our beautiful selection of fabrics and materials, and our fabulous team can help you find the perfect materials for your project. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and tune in to our Facebook Lives on Thursday nights. Happy holidays from all of us at Hannah Johnson Fabrics. Stop in today or shop online at hannahjohnsonfabrics.com.
As we finish up another baseball season, I recently finished an extensive window replacement project on my home. I worked with your home improvement company and they hit it out of the park. For your next window, door, bathroom, or roofing project, get the quality and service you deserve with the Midwest's largest full-service home improvement company. Your home improvement company is my home improvement company, and they should be yours too. Contact them today for a free estimate on your next home project.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS3. Brought to you by Range Regional Airport.
What officials in Superior have planned for this historic post office. We'll tell you what you need to know tonight.
See the brand new security system coming to Bentleyville this year.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Now that the deer season is open for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, this is a sight that is seen by a lot of folks all day long. Here's a picture from Sarah Bryan Berger's deer stand up towards the Ely area, overlooking a flurry-filled field. And thanks to the tail end of a trough of low pressure, we've got a few more of those flurries flying tonight. Then a bit of a break for Friday, Saturday. Not really sunny, but at least on the dry side. Next chance for snow, that comes around on Sunday, and it might be one of the better ones here from this past week. We'll talk more about its odds of payoff coming up after this look at the current conditions. There's Bentleyville, looking pretty nice. Right now at the airport, it's 28 degrees, 61% for a relative humidity. Still windy, northwesterly 18 miles per hour. Likely will stay gusty through tomorrow, too. Air pressure, that's come up a bit. Now that our lows are leaving, at least temporarily, barometer readings are going up. 30.24 inches of mercury at the moment, but still just low enough for a parting shot at flurry activity, till about midnight tonight. Current temps, Upper Peninsula, 26 to 28. Ironwood would be in one of the warm spots. Northern Wisconsin, a hair warmer, 30 to 32, with Ashland, Hayward, and Solon Springs being the cool spots. Superior in the middle, and LaPointe, the warm place. In Minnesota, dipping into the 20s for a lot of towns like Ely at 27. Orr's there as well. Upper 20s, International Falls, Big Fork, and Grand Rapids. Mid-20s for Hibbing. Low 30s for Moose Lake, the hot spot. Lows tonight, upper teens, lower 20s. Tomorrow's highs, lower 30s, I'm thinking. Undercutting normal by a couple of degrees. Now, we take a look at the Doppler map, and we're trying to eye up some breaks in the clouds, and there are a couple coming across, though I do think in general we are going to be mostly cloudy tonight. Why do we care about breaks in the clouds? Well, I've been hearing from astronomers that there's supposed to be a pretty interesting lunar eclipse coming around, but the way our clouds have been and these snow showers as well, viewing is going to be about as difficult as it was for the Leonid meteor showers just the other night. But if you're feeling brave, at about 1 o'clock in the morning is when I'm told you should be able to see it if you got a passport through the clouds up towards the sky. Well, what we have going on to bring those clouds, of course, is this trough of lower pressure. That's tonight's chance for some snow shower activity. Tomorrow, high pressure just out of range of our region will at least dry us up, if not clear us up. But as I mentioned, come Sunday, Alberta Clipper comes to call with a 30% chance for snow. A chance for snow that may look like this. Around much of the area, a trace to about an inch or two. But once you get into the snow belt, of course, Little Lake influence could make that zone go 3 to 6 inches. Now, tonight in Minnesota, we're eyeing up low temps. Again, if you're watching your thermometer overnight, run from 12 inland to 23 by the lake, 30% chance for flurries. Oh, Wisconsin and Michigan gets that chance as well, with lows there from 15 to 20. Windy, yeah, still about 5 to 15, even 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, partly sunny. Wisconsin, Michigan, highs 34 to 37. So maybe the Bayfield Peninsula will beat the normal by 1 degree. In Minnesota, down towards Moose Lake, you might get warmer than normal by 1 degree. Otherwise, the rest of the place, just a hair cooler than that. Okay, what do we have with the extended forecast? We've got partial sunshine and a mostly cloudy sky through Saturday, but dry. Then there's that 30% chance for the lighter snows on Sunday, Briggs, followed by, now it looks like a one-day cool down on Monday. Highs in the 20s, lows in the teens. Already by Tuesday, we perk back up into the 30s. which could set the stage for light snow by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, these next 2 days looking real nice for some pretty big things. We've got the Christmas City of the North Parade, deer hunting opening for Wisconsin Saturday, and super busy, so super nice days.
Yeah, I think it'll work out, Briggs.
Awesome. And Bentleyville reopening. That was that third thing.
That's another big deal.
How could I forget? It's right behind your maps there. Thanks, Dave. Well, prices for Thanksgiving food items are the highest they've been in decades. But thanks to a big donation, hundreds of families in need won't go hungry. Leadership Duluth gave Chum's Food Shelf nearly $13,000 to help put food on the table this holiday. That will help feed around 300 families. The Leadership Development Program raised the money during a turkey drive and through donations from North Shore Bank and Duluth Chamber of Commerce members. A tradition Leadership Duluth is honored to carry out.
Bringing a class together to kind of inspire them to make change in our community, to have this sort of impact during the holidays, during a pandemic, is just heartwarming.
100 boxes filled with Thanksgiving meals will be given out Monday in West Duluth and 200 boxes in downtown Duluth next Wednesday. Each family picking up a box will also get a pumpkin pie. Families in need have another chance to pick out a warm coat tomorrow. The 20th annual Coats for Kids distribution is underway. You can stop by the Superior Salvation Army from 10 to 4 tomorrow. They have adult and kid sizes, and all of them have been professionally cleaned. Over the years, Coats for Kids has given out more than 26,000 free coats to people all across the Northland. And it's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. This is Buster. He is a 2-year-old pit bull mix. In his short life, he's bounced around a couple homes and even a few other states, too. But if you're a patient owner and willing to work with him, our friends at Range Regional say he can be the most awesome dog with an amazing personality. He looks very friendly there, too, saying hi to everyone. If you would like to set up an appointment to adopt Buster, you can call the number there on your screen. Still to come, after decades, convictions in a historic assassination case are being thrown out. Stay with us.
Visit Bender Shoes and step into the European styles of Rieker and Ramonte. Try on a pair of these oh-so-cute shoes and boots and feel the comfort for yourself. Hurry, these styles won't last long. Bender Shoes. We're located in Grand Rapids, Hibbing, and Duluth.
Hi, Russell Nicolay, Nicolay Law Office. If you've been seriously injured, we can help. For the last 14 years, my office has been helping folks like you and holding insurance companies accountable. My award-winning legal team can help you and your family. Remember, if you've been injured, get Nicolay. We win or you don't pay.
Hi, Gail King here, inviting you to join us every morning right here on CBS. We'll have the important stories and the interviews, all the news that matters really, and best of all, we'll have a good time together. We like to do that. And now you can find us anytime you want on the new Paramount Plus app. So we'll see you every morning right here on CBS. I thought that one was pretty good.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills. Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you, too.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. Kristen Vaki is as local as our evening news.
I'm from here. This is my home. I learned how to do a left-handed layup right there. At that hoop, that exact hoop.
Covering the communities she calls home too.
You know, there's nothing phony about it. That's who she is. She's just a natural at it, so I enjoy watching her because she's so good at what she does.
Leaders at Hibbing Taconite are scrambling at the Minorca mine, family heritage, and iron mining history.
For everything local, watch Kristen Vaki on Live Local CBS3.
Epilepsy can affect anyone with a brain.
It does not discriminate.
If you have a brain,
you can get epilepsy.
But here's something that's just as important to know.
Anyone with a brain can affect epilepsy.
So let's use our brains to do just that.
Let's change the way people think about epilepsy.
To find cures.
Because if all of us can get epilepsy,
all of us can end epilepsy.
We just need to use our brains.
Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains to end epilepsy.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
2 men convicted in the murder of civil rights leader Malcolm X were exonerated today. Their names cleared after spending decades in prison. Naomi Ruchim explains how a Netflix documentary led to this dramatic legal turnaround.
The motion is hereby granted. And the record.
A day of justice for Mohammed Aziz, one of 2 men wrongly convicted of murdering Malcolm X. At 83 years old, the court has finally cleared his name.
I hope the same system that was responsible for this travesty of justice also takes responsibility for the immeasurable harm caused to me during the last 55 or 56 years.
New York Supreme Court Justice Ellen Bibin threw out the convictions of Aziz and Khalil Islam, saying it was clear neither received a fair trial. Both men have always maintained their innocence in the murder of the outspoken civil rights activist. The 2 say they weren't even in the Audubon Ballroom that day in 1965 and had alibis. The case got renewed attention following the release of the Netflix documentary series Who Killed Malcolm X, and Manhattan's district attorney opened a nearly 2-year investigation.
I apologize on behalf of our nation's law enforcement for this decades-long injustice.
A 3rd man was arrested for the murder of Malcolm X. He later confessed to the crime and said Aziz and Islam were not involved. Still, all 3 were convicted. Manhattan's district attorney now says the FBI and New York Police Department withheld crucial evidence that could have cleared their names long ago.
If that information, that exculpatory information, had been disclosed, not only would it have changed the verdict in this case, but it would change the history of the civil rights movement.
Islam spent more than 20 years in prison before he was released on parole and died in 2009. Aziz also spent nearly 2 decades in prison before being paroled in 1985. Naomi Ruchim, CBS News, New York.
Earlier this year, Malcolm X's daughter told CBS News that her family always had questions about her father's death. Talmadge Hayer, who confessed to the killing, was released on parole in 2010.
Here's what we're working on tonight. We take a look at America's truck driver shortage. Nearly 1 million new drivers are needed over the next decade. So we visit a school to find out what's being done to hire and train more. And we find out what it takes to get behind the wheel. Plus, why CBS says 900 of its locations nationwide will shut their doors. And representing the best of America, we introduce you to an extraordinary teacher who takes top honors. The CBS Evening News is now just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the diamond Z4 CZ from mined diamonds because of their similarity. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats, surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. One jewelry industry professional marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000. Your price through this special invitation will be only $20. And for a limited time, you can also receive this beautiful band with 1.92 carats of diamond Z4s. Get both CZ rings totaling over an astounding 6 carats for $20. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-577-5801 to get your Diamond Z4. Call now or go to diamondz4.com. So call 1-800-577-5801. Call now.
Your hands are cold. Your feet are cold. You're freezing. Mother Nature is ready to bring you winter. Are you ready? Northwest Outlet is. It's the Northland's winter family clothing headquarters for men, women, and children. Northwest Outlet's massive inventory of the North Face, Columbia, and Carhartt with all the latest styles, colors, and sizes from 6 months to 5X is in. Long underwear, hats, gloves, mitts, snowsuits, pants, jackets, smart wool, and darn tough socks, and winter boots for men, women, and kids are in all sizes. Northwest Outlet, your family's winter headquarters. 1814 Belknap, Superior.
For household projects, you'll always find a wide selection of paint, tools, and everything else you need to get the job done. Locally owned Miners Ace Hardware, located in Superior, off the Bong Bridge, next to Super One Foods.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Thursday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned about the new 24/7 security system that will be monitoring Bentleyville this holiday season. The system is being provided by Downtown Computer and is being implemented because the festival has seen large amounts of theft and vandalism in the past years. And coming up tonight at 6, Wisconsin's Governor Tony Evers was in Superior today to see firsthand how pandemic relief money is being used. The city's Main Street district has seen an economic boom since businesses began opening back up again. We'll have all those details coming up for you tonight at 6. That's your news tonight at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.